Hello, welcome to the Zoo Crew. Okay, let's get started. Now there's only two things you need to get going. Our interactive zoo panel literacy and math kit and the actual zoo panel. Now, when you open up our kit, the first thing you're going to see is our quick start guide. Make this your best friend because there's your quick start video. You can scan it if you don't have it in front of you in the panel. Here's something real important. Here is where your lesson plans live. They're PDF on here. You can take it, plug it onto your computer, and have your lesson plans anywhere, anytime. Make it super convenient for you to do planning. On the back is you can scan to see the open box experience, how to set up your kit, how to set up your camera that's in the kit, everything you need to know. And then you can also scan, how do I use Letters Alive and how do I use Math Alive? And then what's in your box is right there. So that's the quick start guide. Now, I want to tell you the vision. Why do we even have this interactive zoo panel? Well, it was all about simplicity. We wanted to make something come into your classroom that was so easy to use, like an appliance. You just unbox it, plug it in the wall, turn it on right there in your power button, and when you do that, this home page comes up and it allows you to enter into what I call two worlds, the Alive Studio Zoo experience, and then you can also experience the Android Google world. So let's get started. Okay, so let's start with some basics about our zoo panel. It's a 55-inch touchscreen. It's just like an Android smartphone. There's a lot of touching and swiping. It's so easy to use. And where we're going to start is with the Alive Studio Zoo experience. So there's the app right there. And remember, part of our simplicity is you don't need the internet, there's no data collection, and there's no subscriptions. This will always work for you. So let's tap on Alive Studio Zoo and watch it show up. There's our two superheroes, Gertie and Amos. Okay, so now we're at the main menu. We've got Letters Alive, which is our literacy package, Math Alive, and our Zoo Crew apps, and our quick start video, which you're watching now. So let's start with Letters Alive. We do a really quick introduction because we know you can scan that icon on your quick start guide to learn how to really use all of it. So I'm going to grab one of these. There's two of these that come with your panel. I kind of like them. It's easy to touch. Now you've got a sub-menu, Letters and Building Sentences. This is where you're going to introduce the letters and sounds, and you can build sentences here. And the other one is Building Words. You can build over 1,200 words. It's a lot of fun. So let's start with this. Okay, so one of my favorite animals is Sergio Seal. Don't tell the others. But here's Sergio. Hey, Sergio. Why don't you welcome our zoo crew members? Do a little flip for them. Way to go. Woo, thank you so much. So that's Sergio Seal. And you can learn about the letter S. There's the lowercase, our uppercase, the name,
S,
and the sound. What a fun way to learn your letters and sounds, right? Okay, so now let's build a sentence with Sergio Seal. So I'm going to start with I've got pre-K and K sight words in my deck. There's Sergio Seal can. And I have several action words, but I'm going to just do two. Can Sergio eat? Yes, what's he doing? Do you see he's trying to eat a fish? He got it. Now, do you think seals can fly? You'd be amazed what the kids are going to say, right? Yes, no. All right, the seal can
fly.
Sergio, are you sure you can't fly? No, he says he can't fly. But how much fun. You can literally build thousands of sentences with all 26 of our animals, and it's endless. So that's real simple, Letters Alive. Okay, now that I showed you how to build sentences, let me show you how to build words in our Building Words module. So I've got 3 letters, S,
S,
A,
A,
T. You can even do this.
S, A, T.
And when you push it together,
Sat.
it's a lot of fun. So like I said earlier, you can build over 1,200 words using letters and word families. Okay, so now let's look at some highlights from Math Alive. So I'm gonna touch that. We have 3 modules. Number Playground, which is all about numbers, number sense, one-to-one correspondence. You're gonna see a whole bunch of fun things you can do with that. Math games and activities, a great way to introduce and even review foundational math skills. And building number sentences, addition and subtraction. And that's a lot of fun. So let's start with a number playground. So here we go.
1 moose, 3 seals, 4 ewe-nows.
So this is a great way to play missing number. Can you guess what number is missing? You can hand the cards out, you can play some and have them pick the right card. And you just come up here.
2 cows,
Right. So there's so much you can do.
1
So this is why I'm going to keep reminding you guys, make sure you get out your best friend, your quick start guide, and scan Math Alive so you can learn all the different activities, just like if you need a refresher for Letters Alive. So make sure you scan to learn more about how to use these modules. Okay, let's look at the second module, Math Games and Activities. So here's our main menu. I'm going to go into Unit 1, Numbers and Number Sense. And one of my favorites is Comparing Numbers. And we'll do it with Amos Alligator.
Count each set of objects. Drag a sign.
So I already know what to do, but you can touch these objects.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
If you can't visually tell, and you pick, let's see, is this one?
6 is less than 8.
So this is just one activity out of 86. So you can see how fun it is to introduce concepts to your kids. And now let's look at our third module, building number sentences. We're going to go to addition. You do subtraction, and there's even missing number. So here we go. I've got my numbers and my symbol cards.
1 quail
There's my addition card.
plus
2
2 peacocks
equals. All right, so what do we think? 1 plus 2 equals, let's see, 3?
3 animals. Excellent. 1 quail plus 2 peacocks equals 3 animals.
What a fun way to learn your addition sentences, right? And there's so much more I'm not showing you. And again, go to your quick start guide, scan, and learn all the different things you can do with Math Alive and including Letters Alive. And finally, we have our brand new Zoo Crew apps, which is only on our interactive Zoo panel. So let me show you what we have here. So we have an Alive Studio Zoo map. You get one in your kit, but we thought it'd be a good idea if we had it right here in the panel for you. You could do so many different activities with it. Then we have the brand new letter sound chart. Let me show you how this works. So if let's say we're learning about the letter C today, we can click on this.
C.
And
Celine. Cow.
they're learning 2 sounds. How fun is that? Celine, cow. They'll never forget. Our other favorite is our rhyming story read-alouds, which has a focus on SEL or building character traits in our young little learners. So let's go with this book right here. Brody Bear Has the Big Bad Blues. And you can see who it was written by and who it was illustrated by, but when you click it, it opens up to a spread. And you can read this story to your children, or you can have it read to you. And what's cool,
Brody Bear has the big bad blues because he's stuck inside.
so here's the cool part. It's a mini lesson. You never even have to leave your zoo panel here. This is all about expressing emotions, in this case, sadness. You've got discussion questions to work through it with your children. And you've got comprehension questions all right there. And again, no internet. It's loaded on your Android zoo panel. So rhyming stories was a lot of fun. So let's see the next one, a Zoo Crew alphabet song. It's Zookeeper Zach introducing the letters and the animals. We'll just see a sneak peek.
Hello, zookeepers. Welcome to our zoo.
Counting up to 100, you can easily just count to 10 or count to 20. You can be very, very flexible, but you just click.
Welcome to the Alive Studio Zoo.
All right, and our last one is Storybook Helping Ollie. It's a great adventure that you can use with your kids. It's interactive. It's a journey on helping others, and great for listening vocabulary as well as interacting. So we'll just show you that real quick.
Helping Ollie.
And you can have it read to me or read to myself.
Read by myself.
And you can start exploring the journey here and have a lot of fun. So that's it for my Zoo Crew apps. And now we're back at our homepage. Okay, remember I talked about the two worlds. We just left the Alive Studio Zoo experience, and now I'm going to show you a little bit about the Android experience. And we picked 3 of our favorite apps and just put them right on the front page. The first one I'm going to show you is our classroom tools. So one of my favorites is the curtain. There's several here to pick from, but let's look at this. And it's a great way to introduce something new. Ta-da! It's kind of fun. Now I'm going to show you, I'm going to close this out. Exit, yes. I'm going to show you a whiteboard. Fun way to just have a whiteboard right at your fingertips. And if you want to get rid of it, again, like a smartphone, you swipe up and you get back to the home page. And the last thing I want to show you is Source. This is what you're going to use when you want to screencast. Let's say you have one of our rugs or journals and you're using a tablet. You can screen share right up here to the panel. Okay, so let me show you how we're going to screencast. I hit Source. I hit Cast. And I have my tablet right here. And you'll notice there's a number on the panel. It matches the number on my screen mirroring here. I touch it. And immediately it starts casting. And I'm going to have my friend LA. He is going to make the rug come alive and cast it on there. Cool. All right. So LA is casting Larry Lion from our rug. And let me show you. There's a little menu button right here. You can annotate. So if we wanted to say, okay, kids, how many feet does Larry Lion have? You can say 1, 2, 3, 4. You could do all kinds of fun stuff with it. So that's how you can screen share. Okay, and finally in our Android experience, you could just slide over. There's your Google Suite and anything else that you want to get from Google to download. Of course, you'll need to get Wi-Fi access, which is already preloaded on here. You just need to turn it on because you do need the internet for Google. But for us, you don't need that. And that is the interactive Zoo Panel learning experience.